What is going on, coaster fans out there? I am here to tell you guys or to represent you that I will be talking about their new, well, their roller coaster that they actually converted to one of their roller coaster at Great America. So the one in California, California's Great America. So today I will just be like putting my thoughts on how this ride is and how what the experience will be if I rode this and stuff for other people as well. Uh, as you can see, this is a picture of their carousel and front gate, their entrance, the front of the park. And you can see in the background, you can see the old Vortex roller coaster over there. It's actually no longer that anymore. So we'll get started and let's get through it. All right, so basically this is a actually a roller coaster that used to be a B&M stand-up coaster, but the park decided to convert it as a floorless coaster for next year. So what they're basically gonna just do is probably just repaint the ride and just give it new trains. And this is actually the perfect option for the park. I really like this idea because I think floorless is better than standing up. I didn't like standing up because it really stressed me out because you're like standing the whole entire ride and you just feel like you want to use the restroom, or let me say this, it feels like you want to pee. So like after you want to ride the Vortex, which is stand-up coaster, so after you ride a stand-up coaster, you might want to use the restroom, or you know, it kind of hurt my nuts when I was going to the brake run, the end of the ride. It kind of hurt my back and nuts because of how the motion was. Um, yeah, but I really love their color scheme as well. It it seems to be the the color scheme that makes people interested in. But it's not a bad color scheme, not that bad. It's probably okay. And you can see in the background, you can see Gold Striker there. It looks cool. The foreground looks cool. The Star Tower looks cool. Or is it Star Tower or Sky Tower? I don't remember. I don't remember all these names, but I think it's Star Tower. So it looks pretty nice for the park, and I like how the people have their dangling feet on the track. That's pretty cool. Uh, so now we have. So when this coaster opens next year, I bet we're gonna have three B&M floorless coasters in California. Patriot, Scream, and Medusa at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. Those will be the only floorless coasters here in the West Coast. So I don't know if you guys will be psyched about this because there's right now there's only two floorless coasters here in California, and those are at the Six Flags parks. So I don't know how you guys feel about that. So our next topic is how the trains configuration will be and the capacity and stuff like that, and how the experience will feel like for a floorless coaster. So basically, they just did that to Rougarou at Cedar Point, but and there will only be four across seating, of course. B&M coasters, sorry. Um, B&M coasters are always four-seater, four seats across, so you know. Oh, and as you can tell, don't worry. As you can tell, color looks a little faded out because of the sun. Sometimes No, most of the time it's like that because of the sun faded it. I think the animation looks a lot better, but it's still okay. It's the same thing. The loop looks small now compared to since Full Throttle opened in 2013. I took a look at their animation, and when I went on YouTube to see like videos of their reactions and saw the loop, I'm like, man, Vortex's loop is very small now compared to the other roller coasters because I've seen Full Throttle in person. I went to Magic Mountain a lot, so I was like, their loop is now smaller. No, Vortex's loop got a little smaller because of that. That's what I thought. Some, yeah, look at that loop. Doesn't it look that intense? For me, it doesn't really look that intense because it's not really even that big. It doesn't even give you that much hang time. Yeah, my mistake. I'm not gonna talk about the trains just yet, but I'm gonna try to go ride this thing next year. I will try to ask my parents. If not, maybe in the future. I don't know. I just want to give this ride a credit because I only rode this when it was a stand-up coaster. Yeah, they probably announced it a few months ago, which I'm very, very late. I don't know why I do everything late, but I should have started right away because now their coasters are already announced and now they're over. But who cares? I will still talk about him and see how I feel about him. Now we have the train configurations finally. This is a picture of Rougarou at Cedar Point, as you can tell. I think many of you guys already knew that, but I'm just reminding you because some people don't even know or they don't even remember. So this is gonna be exactly the same thing as Patriot, which is their B&M floorless coaster, which is floorless coaster conversion. So as you can see in the picture, it's probably gonna be like uh, all the same floorless coasters. Four seating across, and I forgot how many trains it will have. I think the same amount as as the Vortex used to be. Yeah, probably the same amount of trains. I haven't seen the trains yet. They haven't unveiled it yet, the real trains of the Patriot yet, so I might not know exactly what I will be talking about that, but I'll be predicting that it will be a black train, a black floorless coaster with light blue over the shoulder restraints with probably like a red star or no, I'm sorry. Red and blue star on each side of the train. That's my prediction of how the trains will look like on Patriot for their coaster. Anyways, about the floorless coaster, so you know, like Scream, Medusa, Dominator. What's another floorless coaster? Bizarro, Great Adventure, and what's the other floorless coaster that I know? And Batman Dark Knight. Those will probably gonna be pretty much the same as Patriot. So there's really not much to talk about. But what I would love to see is uh, as the the very first B&M floorless coaster with the vest restraints. Now you'll be talk now I know what all of you guys are gonna be thinking right now. You guys will be thinking that Valorvin is actually gonna be a floorless coaster, first floorless coaster to receive one. No, that is not a floorless coaster, guys. It is a dive machine, aka a dive coaster that opened this year. So it is not a floorless coaster, but you can compare it as a floorless coaster. That's actually a dive coaster. It's actually a floorless dive coaster, but I'm saying like an original floorless coaster. The vest restraints, Yeah, probably. But I think the over the shoulder restraints are much more comfy, cause I went on roller coasters with those, and felt pretty much safer and smoother that way. But that's my opinion. But for some people, they would probably prefer the vest, the vest restraints like the one on Valorant and Banshee. Banshee was the first one, and then Valorant was the second one to receive it in the Cedar Fair chain so far. But yeah, over the shoulder restraints probably a good, probably yeah, probably okay. Uh, how am I gonna find out Patriot strains? I don't know if they're gonna announce it or reva unveil it in IAPA 2016. I think I've noticed IAPA because many YouTubers already uploaded their review and thoughts and meetings, or like the showcase and stuff. They already uploaded that. But for me, I think IAPA is pretty much that's actually a different story. We're probably gonna have to talk about that in another video. So I'll put I think the next video will be IAPA 2016. What is my thoughts, or let's just say thoughts on IAPA, which is coming up next. Right, I'm just gonna make that video and then that should be done. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed his thoughts on Patriot, their new B&M floorless coaster conversion. And actually, it also has been rumored, which is actually this actually came true. By the way, yeah, peace.